You ever love a show so much it feels like it actually becomes a part of you? Well, today we're diving deep into that exact feeling. We're going to look at how the incredible world of Stranger Things inspired one artist to translate that entire experience from the screen right onto the canvas. Okay, let's start with these two posters. So on the left, you've got the official, super epic version for season 2, and on the right, a fan's totally different, symbolic take on it. This contrast is just perfect because it shows how one single story can ignite a million different personal visions. And today, we're going to explore one of those visions piece by piece. I mean, we've all been there, right? The credits roll, the TV goes black, but the world of the story, all its feelings, its characters, its fears, it just sticks around. It echoes in your head. And that exact feeling is the jumping off point for the artwork we're diving into. Right, so that lingering feeling, that echo, it's more than just a memory. For some people, it's actually the raw material for creating something new. It's that magic moment when a viewer stops being just a passive observer and becomes an active participant in that story's world. This is how the artist we're following describes the power of Stranger Things. It's not just a show you watch. It kind of becomes part of your own inner landscape. It digs up old feelings, it creates this incredible sense of urgency, it's total immersion. So, how in the world do you take that massive, complex feeling of being completely immersed and actually put it onto a canvas? I mean, that was the real challenge here. This was never about just painting a cool monster or a favorite character. No, it was about capturing something way, way deeper. And here we go. This is the very beginning of that attempt. You can see it's just lines, the first hints of color, but that question hanging over it, how do you paint an experience? That's everything. I mean, where do you even begin to translate a feeling into something you can see? And this right here, this is the key. The whole point wasn't to just copy a scene. It was to bottle up the feeling of watching the show, that really specific mix of childhood adventure, that creeping sense of dread, and that desperate pedal as fast as you can hope. The artists literally set out to paint a sensation. So how do you paint a feeling? Well, you need a visual language, right? You need symbols. In this case, the artist picked two incredibly powerful symbols from the show and gave them a whole new life, a whole new meaning on the canvas. First up, the bicycle. Come on, it is so much more than just a way to get around Hawkins, right? It's this perfect symbol of that fragile preteen freedom. But even more than that, it represents this incredible tension. Your legs can only pedal so fast. Your body has limits. But your mind, your imagination, that's racing a million miles an hour, trying to solve the puzzle, trying to get away. We all know this image. It's just pure Stranger Things. But think about it through this new lens for a second. They are physically stuck. They're grounded on those bikes. But in that frantic pedaling is this desperate race against something completely supernatural. It's where the normal world and the fantastic world just smash into each other. This quote just gets right to the heart of it. That simple act of pedaling a bike is transformed into an act of survival. Every single push forward is a push against being consumed by the darkness. It's not just about moving, it's a fight for your very existence. Now, the artist's take on the monster is also just fascinating. In the show, right, the Mind Flayer is this giant physical enemy you can literally see in the sky. But in the painting, it gets transformed into something internal, something atmospheric. And that is the crucial shift. The artist internalizes the monster. It's no longer some creature out there, but a fear that's in here. You know that feeling? That hazy, atmospheric dread that just kind of circles in your mind, like anxious thoughts you can't quite shake? It becomes a presence you have to navigate, not just a beast you have to fight. Okay, so now let's see how the artist weaves these two big ideas together, the urgent pedaling bicycle and this internal swirling fear, into one final, stunning piece. And here it is. All that theory, all that symbolism brought to life in color and motion. You can see the world literally split in two, the chaos, the energy, and the caption says it all. The point isn't just to look at a scene, it's to feel like you are in it, to actually inhabit the sensation of being in that world. The use of color here is so deliberate, it's brilliant. The artist doesn't just see them as colors, but as actual physical sensations. The blue is that chilling feeling of the unknown. The red is the burning heat of immediate danger. And that vibrant yellow? That's the tense, electric space right in between. A space of both massive risk and just maybe a little bit of hope. And if you look really close, like zoom way in at the bottom, there it is, the bicycle. The artist calls it a visual whisper. In the face of this huge, chaotic, and frankly terrifying world painted all around it, this tiny little silhouette just keeps on pedaling. It's the symbol of human resilience, just refusing to be swallowed up. So what does this incredible painting really tell us about storytelling itself on a bigger scale? This is way more than just fan art. It's a testament to the raw power of narrative. This is really the ultimate takeaway. The best stories don't leave us on the couch as passive viewers. They invite us in. They hand over their worlds, their symbols, their feelings. And in doing that, they make us a part of the story itself. Our own bodies, as the artist puts it, become a passage for emotion. You know, it's a simple but pretty profound process when you think about it. We watch the story, we take in its symbols, the Demogorgon, the Upside Down, the bike. And then we start using them. We use them as a language to make sense of our own fears, our own courage, our own struggles. And that's the exact moment we stop just watching Hawkins, and in a strange way, we start living there too. I really want to leave you with the artist's own words because they just capture it so perfectly. Stories give us monsters and bicycles to remind us of this fundamental truth. A lot of the time, our body feels something long before our brain understands it. And in a world that can feel pretty overwhelming, using our imagination, well, that isn't just an escape. It's a vital form of survival. So as we wrap this up, I'll just leave you with that question to think about. What are the books, the movies, the shows that have really stuck with you? What story has burrowed its way into your imagination and become a part of how you see your own world? Thanks for joining us.